After the end of World War II, Spain had a long-standing interest in micro-submarines. On one hand, this was due to Spain's long coastline and limited resources to develop a large navy. Micro-submarines, with their small size and low cost, were very attractive. On the other hand, many German technical personnel fled to Spain in the late stages of World War II, and some of them had been involved in the design of the German XI-type submarine. The Shark class was completed in 1964, with a total of 2 submarines built, SA-51 and SA-52. The shape of the hull resembled a torpedo when viewed from the side, but with a slightly awkward conning tower. The submarine had a full displacement of approximately 78 tons and a length of only 18.8 meters. The front part of this small submarine was the combat compartment, where 2 533mm torpedo tubes were installed side by side. The torpedoes were loaded through the tube openings and launched by compressed air, with no spare torpedoes carried on board. However, due to technical issues with the chosen torpedoes, their batteries not only had a short power supply, but also posed a fire hazard. The Shark class had no other combat weapons besides the torpedoes, but it could be used for special missions, and the crew could carry additional light weapons. The tall conning tower was designed to accommodate reliable periscopes and ventilation pipes, allowing the submarine to observe and ventilate more discreetly. Without the tall conning tower, the periscopes would not have sufficient height. In the photos, a semi-spherical structure can be seen in front of the conning tower, which is actually a hatch that can be opened forward, allowing the captain to protrude from the submarine to observe. In the middle section of the hull, there was a small compartment with 2 double-decker beds for the crew to rest. There was a small stove for heating food, a very compact toilet, and a storage cabinet for food and fresh water, which was considered luxurious for a micro-submarine. The submarine was powered by 2 diesel engines and 2 electric motors, with single-axis propulsion. Its maximum surface speed was 14.5 knots, and its maximum underwater speed was 10 knots. The submarine had a crew of 5, with a maximum endurance of 1 week. Some sources mentioned a crew of 6, possibly including a special operations personnel. These 2 Shark-class micro-submarines served in the Spanish Navy until the 1980s, but they did not play a significant role. They were mainly used for experiments in special operations. After their decommissioning, the SA-51 submarine was transported to the Barcelona Museum for exhibition, while the SA-52 remained on display at the naval base.